Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to the English Hub with Mr. Hudson. Today we have a special lady, the first time having somebody all the way from another country, from Ecuador. Wow. So it means we are going international with this whole project. So I would like her to introduce herself. Today we're gonna talk about advice. Everybody in the world needs some pieces of advice in some way, somehow. After we're gonna delve into friendship, how friendly this beautiful lady is, talking about her experiences with different friends that she's had in her life. And after we're gonna start with the conversation. Hello, Miss.
Hi, Hudson. Glad to see you.
Glad to
I'm
see you too.
Evelyn. I'm from Ecuador. I live in Guayaquil. I am 31. I am an animal lover. I am married, but I don't have children. And I love learning English.
Great, great. All right. So I hope since you love learning English, this is really gonna be fun. Yeah?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
hope so.
okay. Sure. All right. I believe that too. All right. So first we're gonna look at advice, yeah? After we're gonna look at friendship. So the first question about advice I would like to ask you is, what three pieces of advice will you give your children in the future if you should have one?
I don't have any children, like I said before, but I have some nephews. They are so important to me.
Sure.
So my three pieces of advice could be for them, and they are focused on the most important things, like spirituality and God's relationship. Be always positive. Things change constantly, so don't worry too much about any situation because it's just temporary. And the last one could be open and realistic.
Yeah, open and realistic. I like that. I like that. Okay. All right. The next question is, when it comes to family, we all have people that we trust to share our opinions, to share our problems and stuff. Yeah. So in case you want to get some pieces of advice with regards to some problems that you are facing or some difficulties or challenges that you are facing, um, whose advice do you follow most? Your parents' advice or your friends' advice?
That's a really good question, and definitely it depends on the situation and the kind of advice. Sometimes I prefer to follow my parents' advice, but sometimes I prefer to follow my friends' advice. I usually listen to them carefully, and I just sleep on it and make my own decision.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good one, sometimes you have to compare and contrast. Yeah. So once you listen to, both opinions, you can say, okay, I think this person, in some way, somehow, he or she is right with the advice that he or she gave me. But let me think about me as a person, as a like, what can I deduce from those advice? What can I take from, what can I see to get the best out of the advices or the pieces of advice I got from all these people? Yeah. So in that way, you can be so selective in choosing the right advice in order to help or improve yourself. So I like that. I like your response to that question. Okay. Next up, I would like to ask if you could give the leader of your country, that is Ecuador, some advice. Yeah, what would it be?
That's an important question for me. I don't have any advice for him. I respect a lot the authority of the government, and I really prefer to remain myself politically neutral.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. To have, you don't have to, meddle yourself in politics because, once you go into politics, you might be stepping on the toes of others that might cause, something that you wouldn't like to have in the future. So I like that. I like that. Now, if you could go back in time and give yourself some advice, what would you consider that advice would be like?
Wow, there is too much in my mind right now. I think there are many advice that I needed a few years ago, but if I could choose, I tell myself, listen to your father, he's right, and also choose your friends well. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, because once you choose your friends well, it's gonna say a lot about you, because sometimes they say, tell me your friend and I'll tell you who you are. Yeah. So
Yeah.
because our friends make a lot of impact on our lives, because sometimes you even listen to your parents, your friends, more than your parents. And we have something that we call peer pressure. So once you allow that peer pressure to come upon yourself, or you allow peer pressure to influence your life, it might affect your way of thinking, your way of behaving, everything. So choosing your friends is really paramount in growing
It's
as a
in the
person.
high level.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay. So where do you go to get good advice? Where do you go to?
I found that the Bible always gives good advices. It has helped me a lot. So when I need some advice, I just read the Bible at home.
Oh, great, great. Okay. Okay, so since you are learning English and we are, talking about advice, what are some things that you should do to improve your English? Or what are some of the tips you can give people to improve their English?
I'm not good enough at English, but as a student, as a English learner, and in
Yeah.
my experience, I said use all the available resources you have. There are many useful tools on internet. For example, if you want to improve your listening, you can listen some podcasts, watch movies or series with or without subtitles, and watch YouTube videos like this.
Yeah.
By the way, your channel is great, and there
Thank
are
you.
many resources and applications for free. But I think the most important thing is oh, sorry, my connection is a little tricky right now. But I was saying there are many useful resources for free on internet applications, and you can get too much information from them. But the most important thing for me is to practice every day a little, but every day. And of course, is you have the opportunity take some English classes.
Sure. Exactly. Okay, so the last question I would like to ask you is, what can someone do to be happy, or what should someone do to be happy?
To be happy, wow.
Yeah.
There are numerous factors that contribute to a person's happiness. But from my point of view, people need to find their purpose in life, to love and to give and forgive also.
Yeah.
And finally, I say, in my experience, learn the Bible.
Okay, great. All right, so we're gonna delve into the next session that has to do with friendship. So, Miss, do you have a lot of friends or just some few friends?
I have many friends, I think, from all over the world.
Oh, okay. Even from Africa, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay, great. Okay, so the first question I would like to put across when it comes to friendship is, do you prefer to have many friends or just a few that you are close to?
I say both of them.
Okay.
I know it's crazy, but I mean I have many friends, but I really appreciate to have a few close friends.
Hmm. Okay. Okay, so what are some of the benefits of just having some few friends? What are some of the benefits?
For me, well, you'll never be alone. There is
Mm-hmm.
always someone who listens to you, who is ready to help you. There is always someone to talk to support, and also to share it with.
Sure. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Since you telling me you have many friends from all over the world, do you have a best friend?
Yeah, I
Okay.
have a best friend.
Okay. Can you describe your best friend?
My best friend is a girl. She is very funny. We constantly are sharing many memes a day.
Mm-hmm.
She is clever. She is chatty. Is honest. She is very generous. Also, she's a little shy.
Okay. Just a little, yeah.
Just a little.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, what are some of the qualities you look for in a friend?
Oh, that's an important question because I need to remember um, some things about them. But I say the most important things: people honest, friendly, trustworthy,
Mm-hmm.
sociable,
Yes.
talkative like me.
Sure. Yeah.
People who believe in what I believe,
Mm-hmm.
positive people, you know.
Okay. So, talking about friends, what are some of the ways, good ways to make new friends?
I think the best way to make new friends through new friends
Yeah.
is be a to be a good friend too. Don't expect perfection and be a good listener. And sometimes you should take the first step and introduce yourself to someone.
Sure. Sure. Definitely. Okay. So, do you like making new friends? Yes.
Yeah, I love to make new friends.
Great. Great. Okay, so the last but one question I would like to ask when it comes to friendship is, do you like sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or do you think these sites, you know, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp, YouTube, whatever, social networking sites are good, resources or sites to make, you know, friendship a better one, or to make somebody that you can say, I met this person through this social media and I can call that person a friend. Do you think that is possible?
It depends. Social media networks are useful when you have friends who are living in other cities or countries and you can see face to face frequently.
Yeah.
Also, in COVID situation, it has
Yeah.
helped a lot.
Sure.
But I think if you have the opportunity to share time to see your friends is a best option to get a closest friendship with them.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Yeah. Okay. The last question I would like to ask is, you were describing your best friend, and I realized she must be very fortunate to have you, Miss Evelyn, as a friend. Yeah, because you are so lovely, you are so smiley, you are all the time happy, talkative, and stuff like that. Yeah, and once you have friends like that, like yourself, you know every time you're always happy. Yeah, and that's one of the qualities you have to look out for, or look out when you are, looking for a friend. And I think, your friend must be really lucky to have you as a friend. Yeah.
Thanks
Okay.
for that nice words.
Yeah. So the question I would like to ask you is, how did you meet your best friend?
Well, this is funny to me because I didn't need to look for her. She is my sister, so grew up together. We have many things in common. Sometimes we also fight,
Oh,
but we love each other.
sure. Oh, okay. So you guys are sisters. Okay. All right. The last thing I would like to ask is, what is your personal mantra?
Well, I don't have any, but I believe in the golden rule. Do you know something about the golden rule?
Can you tell us about that? The golden rule?
Yeah, is can I read about them a little?
Sure.
And that are Jesus' words. He said, "All things that you want men to do to you, you also must do to them." And I really believe in that. You need
Okay.
to treat others like you would like today treat to you. To
Yeah.
treat it.
So treat others how you want yourself to be treated. Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. Great. Great. All right. Miss, we've come to the end of the conversation. I would like to know, what do you do to practice your English? What can you say?
Come again, please.
Yeah. What do you do to practice your English? What do you do?
Well, I already in an English program, so I have classes twice a week, but I don't have too much time to practice my English with my partners, my classmates. But I use opportunities like this.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Also, I really appreciate that you allow me to share this conversation with you and share my thoughts about these topics. It's a really good and nice way to learn and practice. And thank you so
Yeah.
much.
You most welcome. Okay. All right. So the last thing I would like to ask is, what do you think about this project? This project of English that I've started to reach out to a lot of people, irrespective of your country, to practice with me. What do you think about that?
I think it's a great and useful program. I didn't know before about your channel, but since I know your channel, I've been watching many videos,
Oh,
and
okay.
it is so incredible that how many people can share their thoughts, have a conversation, and practice also. Is so expensive sometimes to pay for a personal teacher. So I think this is a great opportunity for everyone to practice and to know people, to meet
Sure.
people from all over the world.
Sure. Okay. All right. So we've come to the end of the conversation. I would like to say a very big thank you for your time. I really appreciate your time for being here. Hopefully, we're going to have another session in the future talking about different topics. So, from Colombia to Ecuador, I say thank you, and thank you.
Thank you so much to you. Thank you for this incredible project.
Okay. All right. Bye bye.
Bye bye.